start with breathing in, breathing into the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it again. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move your shoulders around just a little bit. Move your neck around. Get comfortable. Feel supportive chair behind you and underneath you. It's got you. The floor's got you. Your feet are on the floor. Okay, and you've got me here to give you a hard time.
All right.
It's always fun giving you a hard time. Okay, so, well, how about, why don't we start with when you came to the grief group and then we'll go back. How about
Okay.
that?
Okay.
So, the night you came to the grief, when you came to the grief group, what was going on with you? What was going on in your mind, in your head?
I was looking for something different. What I was doing wasn't working. It'd been 15 years, and I was tired of punishing myself. So I knew I needed to do something different, and I was looking for the outlet. And I found someone recommended me to the group, and so I went down there the first time, and I guess it was closed or something. I couldn't get in the first time, so I was frustrated. But so I tried one more time. So I went down there a second time. That's when I met you and started attending the grief group, and it was all good after that. I got a lot out of the group. I continued to get stuff out of the group. I was at a breaking point when I came to that group. I wanted to throw in the towel. I was done. I didn't want to be here anymore. So it was a pretty critical time in my life. But as time went on, I was enjoying the classes and getting a lot out of the classes, and made me think a lot and stop and reflect. And I still get stuff out of the group when I continue to go. I don't know exactly what I'm going to get and what form it's going to come in, but I may hear something or see something, or someone may say something that will make me reflect and get something out of the group. So, yeah, I've enjoyed the classes. I plan on continuing to come because there's always something there for me.
I want you to know that we're going to talk about some things as much as you're comfortable with, but I'm going to have some resources for us before. So I know these aren't your favorite things, but they will help the story going forward, and they can edit this part out. But, you know, I don't want you to get re-traumatized by telling your story. So one thing I want us to do, see, I already know you're getting nervous. Let's do the body. I'll do it with you. So let's do a deep breath. This is just so that it doesn't feel bigger than you. You remember how I said these things make it so you can contain it and it's small and it has somewhere to go. And then I'm going to do another little exercise when we're done. Because I don't want you to leave here feeling terrible, okay? And I want you to be able to tell your story without it destroying you or anything. So let's do this. This is the top of my head, and this is my body. This is my forehead, and this is my body. My cheeks, and my chin, and this is my body. My nose, mouth, and this is my body. The side of my head, and this is my body. This is the back of my head, and this is my body. This is my throat. This is my body. This is my neck. This is my body. These are my shoulders. This is my body. These are my upper arms. This is my body, my forearms. This is my body. These are my hands. This is my body. This is my back, as much as you can get there. This is my back, and this is my body. This is my chest, and this is my body. This is my stomach, and this is my body. My hips, and this is my body. These are my legs, my thighs, and this is my body. These are my knees, and this is my body. My calf muscles, and this is my body. My ankles, and this is my body. And these are my feet, and this is my body. And this is the ground, the floor supporting you, and beneath the floor is the actual ground supporting the floor, and the chair supporting you. And, okay, so tell me about when you went to Scottsdale. What did you go to school for?
I went to school for massage therapy. I checked out the whole United States. There were several cool schools that were credited, but I wanted to be able to pass the national certification test and be able to go anywhere I wanted and go to school. So I chose Phoenix. I didn't want to go someplace cold. I was tired of the cold. I was tired of the humidity, but I didn't realize Phoenix was an oven, and you could crawl inside at 400 degrees and be okay. So it was really hot there, but I went to school, and I did what was considered the entry, which was a year and a half of schooling. And then I went to the professional program, which was another almost a year. So I went to school for about 2.5 years down there, and I learned everything under the sun. And I enjoyed it. Let's see, when I first got out of school, I worked at Arizona Biltmore. I worked at the Four Seasons. I worked at a sports club. I worked for a chiropractor. And I could do all these things at one time, so I could be working at the Four Seasons and still have the chiropractic thing on my side. I tried it all. I wanted to see where I fit in, and I worked at several different spas. I worked at the Radisson, the Mist Spa. Worked at Camelback Spa, and I like the spa world. I like the chiropractic world. It's a lot more personal. You see people return, where the spa world, you see them one time and they're gone. You don't see them again. So you don't really know if you helped them. And my goal was to make the world a better place. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. This is all part of it. It's okay and perfectly natural.
Okay, relax. So I did it so I could touch people and help people in pain. And I met my wife right out of massage school, and so.
How did you guys meet?
Well, she came down to my school. She went to school in Tucson. She came to my school. We were having some classes down there, and she said, "You're the teacher's pet." And everybody knew me because I'd been there a couple of years. I did extern program, go out in the community and go to these races and work on people that are going to do triathlons and stuff like that. And yeah, so I met her at the school there, and then she pretty much followed me around everywhere I went. She went and got a job where I went. So yeah, we had a great time working at a lot of great places. I ended up getting married at Arizona Biltmore. There on their grounds. Got a beautiful facility down there. And yeah, we traveled around. We ended up going to California, Four Seasons, Santa Barbara, and someplace else. We went out there and was teaching massage out there. We taught hot stone massage. We actually built the whole Arizona brochure. Me and her created all the treatments that the Arizona Biltmore have. We created them at my house. And then we did the hot stone massage. It's called Lust Stone, but we learned it, and then we went to California and was teaching at Four Seasons. It was a sister company to Arizona. So we went out there and taught their staff how to do stone massage, hot and cold stones. And then everybody wanted us to travel around and start teaching. So we did that for a couple of years, and then we decided that we were going to move to Durango, Colorado, and open a couple of day spas up there, which we did. And I was working at them, and we hired some cosmetologists to do facials and microdermabrasion and laser and all that stuff. And so at that point, I kind of stepped back and let the girls run the spa. And I decided I wanted to go to the mountain and get involved with the mountain. So I did that, and I ended up taking over their transportation department while my wife ran the spas. I had one on the mountain, one off the mountain down in Durango. And we did that for several years until she passed away. And that was 2011. Yeah. No, I could forget that, but yeah, I was doing massage, and at this point I was working for the chiropractic office, and I helped my brother change axles in this Land Cruiser, and it was a really hot day, and we pulled the one axle out, we rolled the second one into place, but we hadn't bolted it to the vehicle yet, and it's becoming evening, and my brother's like, I'm tired, we'll start on this again tomorrow. So I left, and I made it 3 blocks from his house, and it was 4 lanes of traffic north and 2 turn lanes, so 6 lanes north, 6 lanes south. And I remember the sun was to this side, and the lights were green. I could see the lights all the way up. If you've ever been to Phoenix, you know how the lights are, and it's roads with lights everywhere, and you could see the lights all the way up. And so I was going north, and all of a sudden, a giant explosion. And a guy ran the red light and hit me in the driver's door. And I just bought a brand new Chrysler Sebring. And with the sunroof in it, he hit me so hard, he spun me around. I hit the medium, and it broke the back axle out of the car. It totally ripped it out of the car. So I was sitting on the medium with no axle. I couldn't open the doors. The doors caved in on the driver's side so bad. Window blown out. I couldn't get the door open, so, and these had bucket seats with a high console in it, so you're like submerged down in this car. So I ended up having to crawl out the sunroof and slide down the nose of the car. And the guy that hit me was here illegally, didn't have a driver's license, didn't speak English, no identification on him whatsoever, and they let him walk away. And I was pretty irate that this is going to land on me. My insurance is going to have to pay for this. So it turned out that,
Injured, Randy?
yeah, I didn't know at the time, but if you see me walk now, you'll realize it. It blew 3 discs in my back, 2 of them bulging, 1 of them slipped anteriorly into the spinal column, 8 millimeters, which isn't a lot, but it's up against the nerves. Yeah, it did some pretty bad damage to me.
So were you able to treat your injuries with some of your massage?
I tried.
And so,
I tried. Believe me, I tried. I tried acupuncture. I tried, you name it. I tried every modality under the sun, herbs. I tried everything, and it helped. But when you take a building and you remove a couple of the bottom bricks out of the building and structurally change the integrity, it makes the building weak. Same thing just fine. When things got moved around, my back is shifted, and only way it's going to fix it is for them to go in there and put rods and anchor them into my spine. I'm scared to death of that. I've heard too many horror stories. I've seen people that aren't right afterwards, so I've been living with it.
so here you are, a massage therapist, helping people, and then you get injured.
Yeah.
And so, what did you end up having to do? The doctors, did they help? How did they end up helping?
Well, they want to give you pharmaceuticals. They want to give you pain pills. They want to give you depression medication. They want to give you tranquilizers and muscle relaxers and all this stuff that studies have been done that ages your brain. And I already had enough damage done in my brain. I really can't afford to lose a whole bunch of more brain. So I really don't want to do their pain meds. Are there times that I have to? Yeah. But
At the time, are they the ones that prescribed the fentanyl patches to you?
yeah, well, at the time it was, they started off with like Loratabs or Percocet, and with me working, I still do stretching and things I could survive. But once I moved to Colorado, I didn't have the same medical team around me, the same resources I had in Phoenix. So I was limited, and that's another reason that I went to the mountain, because I couldn't physically do the massage like I couldn't physically do it. It changed everything for me, especially when I got to Durango, because I couldn't go and get muscle stim done on me, and the hot and cold plunge and the things I was doing back there that kept me upright. I didn't have that anymore. So when I got to Colorado, I was working a job that was physical. I mean, I had to go out and make sure drivers put on 100-pound chains on these 55-foot motor coaches, so we could get the employees to work and get the guests from the airport to the facility. And with time, it slowly built up to where the doctor said, hey, I got something that's pretty new. Let me try this tried this on you. It's a patch. You put it on you. You wear it for 3 days. You take it off. You throw it away. You put another patch on you. No more swallowing pills. Not going to screw your stomach up. Oh wow, good deal. So I started on the fentanyl patch, and it worked. It worked. I got to where in the wintertime, I would go out and I'd sweat so bad putting these chains and helping these drivers out that they had to change it from every 72 hours to every 48 hours. I'd have to change my patch because my body would suck it up. So I built a tolerance to it. I was on it for a year and a half.
Yeah. So you said what, I know. You said what brought you to the groups was, what exactly did bring you to the groups?
You know what happened to me?
Yeah, what was the loss that you were struggling with?
My wife got a hold of wife got a hold of my fentanyl patch, and she didn't know any better, and she chewed it. Well, come to find out, well, I knew this when I married her, but her mom committed suicide 5 years, 5 years to her death. So we were married about 12 years, so about 7 years into it, her mom committed suicide. And that's another reason we left Phoenix, because there's too many memories there. Morning it happened, I was missing a patch, and I knew I was missing a patch because I had them all dated, and I kept track of where I was at and when I'm supposed to change them and all that. And I was missing one. And I said, hey, did you get in these? No. So we kind of got into argument. I probably said some stuff that, out of frustration, anger, that I probably shouldn't have said. But I went to the doctor because I'd been on the mountain. And I've been learning to ski. And my second run down the mountain, I tore the ACL and PCL on my knee. So I had to go to the doctor, and I was going for a checkup on my knee, and I was wearing this big titanium brace. And I went and saw a doctor, and I called her, and she didn't answer the phone. And I got home, and I found her on the floor dead. Actually, she was on the bed. I drug her off the bed, called 911, tried to do CPR, but her throat had closed up, and I couldn't get any air in her, into her. And I was still trying to do CPR when the paramedics showed up, and they started, and they couldn't get any air, so they took a big something, stuck it in there, and stuck a tube in her. And I was like, whoa! I was in shock from that, and it made me go downstairs, and I wasn't in the mindset of she was dead. I was still in the mindset of, okay, to get an ambulance, let's go save her. Come on, what do we got to do? And I wasn't understanding that she was dead at that point. I mean, I remember her being purple. I remember her being cold to the touch. She didn't have there was no body heat. And her lips were purple. And police had gone through my house. They had found a little bit of marijuana, and they had all my fentanyl patches. And they said, well, we're taking these. And I said, no, you're not. First of all, it's my medication, prescribed to me. You're not taking my patches. So they gave me the patches back. And at this point, they didn't know that she'd chewed. At this point, I didn't know that's the reason she died. At this point, I didn't know. So after the report came back and said opiate overdose, I went to my doctor and I told him, I'm done. He said, you can't just take yourself off this medication. You can't stop taking it. We have to wean you down. I said, no, I'm done. You don't realize what I lost. I'm done. And he warned me not to do it. And he wrote me a script of some oxys or something. And I took myself off fentanyl. Yeah, that was a long ways down. And it hurt. Going cold turkey off 100 micrograms every 48 hours to not. It really shook my body. It was tough. I mean, I was sick as, I don't think I've ever been that sick in my entire life. Do I regret it? No. I wish I would have never met fentanyl. I wish I would never, especially what's going on nowadays with all these people overdosing and dying. People don't realize how serious it is. It's nothing to play with. It's a very powerful drug. Used correctly, it works fantastic. Abused or not educated, not used correctly, it's very, very dangerous. So yeah, I lost my wife over that, and
After, what was your wife's name?
Stacy.
What's something unique about her? What was something unique about her?
She could make her tongue look like a lizard. She'd stick it out, and it would go really, really fat. I mean, it wasn't like a regular flat tongue. It would swell up, and that just made me laugh. I don't know why, but she had a lizard tongue. So I said, "Are you a lizard person?" This is early 2000s, so we didn't even know about lizard people living on the whatever. But yeah, she had a tongue that looked like a lizard to me, and that made me laugh.
Did you guys laugh a lot?
Yeah.
So when you left Durango, what happened? It's okay. Take a moment. Easy. It's all right.
I packed a bag. Everything went to storage. 3 storage units. Well, first of all, I just happened. I had a Department of Transportation audit that was scheduled, and I had to actually do the audit. So I was the only person in the company's history that had gone through that audit twice without a fine, without a warning or anything like that. So I'd done it. This is my second time, and I went through it flawlessly. We didn't get a fine. It came out perfect. So after that happened, I went to HR and I said, I'm going to take a family medical leave. I'm going to take some time off. And they said, well, the HR director's not here. You have to come back. It's like on a Friday. I'll call back Monday. So on my way home, I get a text message that I was fired. I guess I was a liability to the company. So I decided I wasn't staying in Colorado. I had nothing there to keep me there. Even though my businesses were there, everything in my house went to 3 storage units, temperature controlled storage units. I took my cats and 1 bag of clothes and after my wife died, I guess I was there for 6 months. After I was terminated, I was bored, so I learned to grow marijuana. So I don't know if you want to keep this in here, but I took my grow tents and my 3-foot tall plants, a couple ounces of weed, and left to go see my mom in Kansas. Well, when I got to Kansas, I let someone borrow my Land Cruiser, and they went on a couple high-speed chases with the police. So the police impounded my vehicle, not because I was driving it, because I let someone borrow it. And so ended up losing my vehicle, lost my storage shed in Colorado, everything that, her urn, all my school books, everything I had was lost. Her urn was in there. And when I left Colorado, I just left the businesses the way they were. I left. I didn't even, after she died, I didn't even walk back in there. Not once did I even go back in the building. And people wanted to know, I said, have it, I'm gone. Sell it, buy it, chew it, I don't care what you do with it, but I'm done with this.
So, not in a lot of detail, but summed up, like in that 10 years between Stacy's death and you coming to grief group, what was your journey like during that time? I know that's a lot of years to sum up, but I don't want you to feel like you have to go over everything.
I started abusing myself. I started doing drugs. I become homeless. I was living in Lawrence. I gotten so bad I didn't want any of my family to see me because I was trying to overdose. I took 6 times what Stacy had took, and I injected, which I'd never shot at before, but I learned how to do it. I took 6 times what Stacy had died, and I shot myself up with 600 micrograms of fentanyl. Well, I shot myself up with 300 micrograms, and I woke up 20-some hours later. So I put 3 more on there, and that's the last 3 I had from when the doctor had given them to me. And I shot those up, and I woke up another 20-some hours later and destroyed everything around me. I was mad that I couldn't kill myself with it. She killed herself, but I couldn't. So I went on a tear, and I said, God, if you don't give me some relief, I'm going to raise some hell. And I started raising hell. And I was on a tear. And I couldn't be around my family because I didn't want them to see what had happened to me. And I'd gone from up here to very, very quickly. So I went on a 10-year binge. I went and had all my teeth pulled out, not because they were bad, but just so I could feel pain. Because I was numb, I couldn't feel anything anymore. I did some traumatic stuff to myself, to people around me. And the bad part was, I really don't even remember that 10 years. It's kind of a blur. So it had been 10 years, and that's when I walked into the grief group after raising hell for 10 years. And it's been almost a couple years now. And that's when I started loving myself again. I had to learn to love Randy again. because I lost myself somewhere. And I know where I lost myself, but you got to take responsibility for yourself. And I take responsibility for my actions and what I'd done. And yeah, so it was a process.
Yeah, I know we still have all of us still have a road ahead of us, right?
Oh yeah, it's going to be every day.
Lots to learn.
Oh yeah.
What is, do you feel like you knew how to grieve before, or even what grief really was before?
No, I didn't. Grief was somebody that was unhappy, that needed someone to talk to, that was over here. And I wasn't grieving, I was angry. And I had to learn what grief was and what the stages were. And to come to find it out, I was in all the stages, pretty much all the time. I was just continuing to evolve through the stages. And I couldn't recognize them because I didn't know what they were. I didn't understand. So until I started learning and get educated about what the steps were and what the process was and where I was at in the process, and that, you know, my story wasn't uncommon, but wasn't super common either. And I was tired of doing what I was doing and not getting anywhere.
Let me ask you this. On your clearest day, when you feel most like the way you wish you felt all the time, what's your hope for yourself going forward?
Well, it depends on the day, because I still have good days and bad days. My back acts up a lot. And with me not taking any medication and kind of bearing and just going through it, I have highs and lows. And on a good day, when I'm not hurting, I still want to change the world. On a bad day, I just want to isolate and do things I know I shouldn't do. Push people away, isolate, you know, regress back to abusing myself again. But I've learned that's not healthy, and you're not getting anywhere from doing that, Randy. What good have you done? At the end of the day, I'm still stuck inside here. I gotta live with this. And whether it was something that happened to me or something I did to myself, I still got to be inside this body. And I don't have as much anymore, but it still flash me not wanting to be here anymore. I still have days that I'd much rather go be with her. If it wouldn't hurt my family and the people that love me, I wouldn't be here. But it's been a process, and I do love Randy now. I want it to be like it was when I was back in Phoenix, but it's never going to be like that ever again. That was the best times of my life, and if I wouldn't have gotten to the accident, maybe I wouldn't be here today. Maybe I would. But the accident was a turning point in my life. And from being on top of the mountain, that's where my demise started, right there. Especially after knowing that I'd gone to school for a couple of years, and I was out to heal everybody else, but I couldn't heal myself. I couldn't fix Randy. No matter how much money I threw at it, or how much time, or what specials I went to see. No fixing Randy, he's broken. And so I'm trying to pick up the pieces and put Randy back together again. Like Humpty Dumpty, you know. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't fix Humpty Dumpty. Well, I've had all the people around it trying to rebuild Randy, and it's been a process.
All right. Thank you, Randy. You did really good.
You're welcome.